George brought over many masters from China, but it was all about fighting. Even Tai Chi is only 400 years old, Tai Chi, but it comes from a Taoist movements that are animal movements that are 1,000 years old. And by Taoism, I just mean Taoism is like God is the natural world. It's physics, it's elements, and it's animals. And it's how you become natural. And so internal martial arts is the practice of those animal movement forms. And I studied with many masters, and I went to China all those times, eventually learned Mandarin, spent a lot of time. And during the pandemic, I just had this incredible epiphany. I also had a Chinese friend who helped me with some of the understanding Taoist language. And just anyway, I realized that you could use these movements. What came to me was what I call the 4 levels of mind and the 4 regions of self. This was completely channeled, but there's some, certainly in my compost of my teachers, everything kind of comes from somewhere. But we live on 2 planes, a vertical plane, which is how we're grounded. It's how you put your feet on the ground, but also not just I'm grounded, but also how you're connected and clear to the truth. So that's an internal process between you and spirit and you and the earth. And breathwork definitely clears that channel. But I say that in that vertical plane is 4 minds, not 1, 4 levels of the mind. One of them is the linear mind, the one that we all know and love. So I have an animal for each level of the mind that when you practice them, you can clear up because of trauma, we're ungrounded. You don't have your feet on the ground. The animal for being grounded is the chicken, because the chicken's descended from dinosaurs 250 million years ago. And that's the animal mind, like the body mind. And then there's a horizontal plane, which is between you and the world. And that's your center, what they call the Dantian or the Hara or second chakra. And you have 4 centers of self that start from you to the world that you want to manifest in. So I use movements, and forgive me for being complicated. It's never easy for me. People love the breath work because it's just like, just breathe and you're going to feel better. But this requires a little more explanation.